Now I'm going to test the power amplifier, which is excited by a signal generator running at 50 Hertz. But the 50 Hertz band, which is a band ripple, is interfering, and the voltage of the oscillator output when it's loaded is about 1 volt, which is not right. It needs to be higher than that. So hopefully when I make the wing-bridge oscillator, it'll produce a bigger voltage. And I'm going to put the power on. That's with the biasing on, and now the output settles. It goes down because the transistor is conducting now, so for it goes in, and it sits just above the lowest, just above. So it's actually slightly positive. So that's probably too much. The output is 0. Interesting. Output is 0. Output is 0. That's no output. Of course not. Of course not. Output. It's not connected. Yeah, the output's not connected. That's important. So I'll put it out. Output goes on here. And this terminal here. And this terminal. Output goes there. Okay? So that's a high voltage output. It won't be very high. That's what happens. So the input is less than 1 volt. It's what it says there. It's 600 millivolts. So this. So there it is. There it is. It's now working. It's now working much better. What's the output? Okay. It's still running channels. It's 60 volts. And 60, so it's 70 volts. No volts. 70 volts. Let's see. 70 volts. Let's just get that. So there's the output, which is 65 volts at its peak, and it's 52 Hertz. It's actually not too bad. And the input is 439 millivolts. So that's the gain. That's quite up. It's not bad. So it's 0.4 to 50, which is 100. It's 100 times. It's not bad. So if I've got 10 volts, I get 1,000 volts. Not bad. I should be right. That's now working. That's working. That's working. So it should do. And so I've got an output. I think I now reassemble the transducer as it was, so it's ready to run. One I've got to build a wing-bridge oscillator, haven't I? So that's the next stage. And I'll do that first. Wing-bridge oscillator. So I've got amplitude amplifying, which is no good. It's only a small amplitude. It's a pre-amplifier. And the other two, I've got two other things. I've got a wing-bridge oscillator, which I'm going to modify the frequency. I can know what the resistors are to see, so I want to change the resistors of the capacitors. I've got the resistors. And here, two 10K resistors, that's what I need. I think I need some more resistors, so I've ordered them. The 8.2 and 10K, something like that. So you've got a gain of 30K and 8.2K, which is the gain of 30. And but hopefully it's that'll be fixed by the things already there. And that's already built in. And it's roughly 1,000 Hertz. So if you change the capacitors or resistors, you bring it down to the right frequency. I've actually calculated the capacitor. And I lost it. But we'll probably throw it away. That's difficult. Throw it away. I usually throw bits of paper away. I'll probably just pinch it. Probably be in it's 318.22 nanofarads. and that's what I've got the capacitors link up to that, and the resistors are two 10k resistors in the wind bridge offset. I looked up the theory, and because I'm brain damaged, I don't understand it, but I understand why. And they've chosen to make me stupid, so I don't understand it, but it's actually a low pass filter, a high pass filter, there's a notch filter actually. A low pass filter, a high pass filter, a notch filter. A notch filter has a particular characteristic of central frequency, central sine wave, that's all. That's very straightforward. I mean, the formula, the actual calculation was really difficult. I used to be able to do it, but apart from being old, it damaged my brain. Not very nice to do, that's why I did it, very stupid. And I mean, it stops me doing that sort of work, which is not very nice. And so I can follow diagrams. And I used to be able to work things out by using mathematics, you know, because I did one degree. And somebody, this bloke, this son of mathematics, wrote enough of it. And he's still doing, I think he's already enough being ahead of which one was stupid, they know what they're doing. And that's what these psychiatric nurses are making stupid, as they're doing, they're murdering people. I know it's not death, but it's actually stupid. Perhaps they think I'm dangerous, but I'm not. I'm just trying to make a react. They don't want that. It's possible they don't want it. That's what I don't understand. It's possible they don't want it. And I'm used to a differential equations, you know. And I was doing them at the hospital, and of course they poisoned me to stop me. So they poisoned me to stop me doing that. And I don't know whether they think it's abnormal for workers, I don't know. Why I'm a worker, I don't know, whether I'm not. And it's rather unpleasant to be treated like that. And I think all the doctors should be hanged, quite honestly. All of them should be shot. Because they're murdering people, basically. They're disabling people, basically disabling. The electrical side is just another thug with a knife, that's all. That's what novels are, thugs with knives, that's all. Thugs are being tough. Of course, you bash somebody on the same thing as a knife with it. And actually, it's pretty awful. Very people stupid. If you take too much out, consciousness disappears. And people in Paris can't say criminals. Yeah, I know who it is, but even the low parties want it now. The low party are criminals, they're not outside. And so they do like it, then attack them and attack that lot. And to know about it, they talk about mental illness, it's how it was. And it's all caused by psychiatry. I mean, it's the oppression of the working classes. And that's what causes depression. And no freedom. If you beat somebody, you want to like it. That's a hellhole of Britain. And they can't see that. They don't say so, but they do say so. You can see it. And some people did care, and they saw it. But they were thrown out. Because the Royal Party, and the rest of them, not everybody else is their slaves. And unfortunately, that's what it is. And that's what we can do to show them if we can. We can't. They're too clever for us. They're only got me numbered, because they know I'm saying this. And I'm making a secret of it. They know where I am. And of course, they can attack me any time. And the police believe it. They say, if the law says I do it, but they don't realise they're actually killing people or injuring them and maiming them. They say the workers need their brains destroyed. Well, whoever does that should be hanged. And I'd like Americans with brains to make it as democracy, mostly. And it's British thugs wiped out. The British way of life is hell. Kill it. If people come in here think they make money, they don't become slaves. So if Egypt is still alive, she should stay away. Not really visible. I've tried to ring her up, but she's not. That's the right thing to do. Because if she asks me if she is alive, she asks me, then we're going to know where she didn't get her. Right where she is. I know the person who wanted to kill her was probably someone from here. I was killing her up. But I do when they considered it. I don't know. I was inquiring. But she knew what Mr. Blair did. He was Mr. Blair's. Mr. Blair raped him, actually. And so many other people got parented. So they're not touched. They don't care about us. And that's how it is. The only people who really don't care about us are the Conservative Party. And they all lie anyway. So they say we have wonderful nationalism and also it's controlling the population. And that's how it is. And Britain's a hellhole, a slave state. And the people who should all be hanged. Honestly, this is impossible to do, but that's what it should be done. And I can't do it, but there's no way the army will get it. No army of rebel army will do it. Because the disciplined army of the FBRs is too strong and too clever. The people aren't clever, but they're all doomed, so they have a choice. The minds are gone. The soldiers are quite, I mean, intelligent, but they're totally dedicated to what they do. And if somebody tells them to shoot, so they shoot at me. They go the other way. So this is what it is. Wounded, so they need to do it. That's to identify me. No. Well, they say I'm one of the guy, I'm a German, shot down to me. But Germany was supposed to be a free democracy, don't like it. the British don't like that, can be invaders. So, stressed on it. Right, you know, the Europeans, the British are going to Europe, stretching everybody's brains up. And they say the doctors, of course, they are doctors or things, but they just don't get their fault. They just damage brains, that's all they do. It's quite easy just to wire through the brain. Disables you, some killing disables you. And that's what it is. They could do it to them if possible. It's very difficult for workers to do that, but it could be done. And because they use drugs, hypnosis, everything was taken. Hypnosis is taken, and treat hypnotists now. It's actually, they distract people. It's called by distraction of the person who is interested. They're not the one to do that. And and all sorts of things. Street hypnotism. That's all part of the same process. I think the idea is to hypnotise them first, which is a way of distracting. You can get two people talking and you ignore them. That's the first stage of psychotic sleep. And then they start trying to use other orders, and then after they destroy brain. And actually, I like the whole lot. And it's the Christian Church actually is doing it. So they get it from. They say the soul is the body, but it's just destroying. It just upset the mind. It upsets this. This computer in the front end is very easy to upset. Repeating it don't work. And if you confuse it by computing signals or do two signals or anything, it'll come under it. So it's at all. And that's their criminals. And they say I used to sit saying bang to the space. Well, I really took no suspicion of anything else to do. I couldn't talk to anybody. And so I couldn't ask myself what I talked to people. Didn't know what I said. So shut up. They say that was wrong because I had the eye from the relation. But in the hospital, I couldn't do anything else. I was just a prisoner. I couldn't do anything. There was nobody to talk to. The patients were mostly drugged as I was, and being drugged and wouldn't do anything. And this is the same with these doctors. I think they're trying to make us make relationships or something. The patients well, very interested, and I did friends with a few people. They're all dismissed. I'm not friends with them. And they're not, your friends, your friends. I mean, the officer of health is a criminal. He kills everybody. Oh, where he gets it from. Great fat man, very strong. I was still there. I see they're murdering people, actually, they're killing people. And there's not much you can do about it, except, well, killing them back would be a possibility. It's getting hot, it's getting warm. I think I've got too much current going, that's right. So what's the current? Let's see what the current is. Anyway, I've got the AC current and the DC current. So I've got the AC current first. Let's see what the AC current is. AC current going to this. No, so it's here. So, that's it, so it's AC current. AC current. Let's get that there. It's getting got hot. So, it's only half an hour. Half an hour, so it's not much. And I think the device, I think I've got to see, I need slightly smaller resistance. So it's too low. It was 10k, now I was from 18k. There's something in between these to be used. And I'm trying to bring that bias down to just, and I see it's not how many watts it's going to be. See what's it's 2 watts there, so let's see that that's 2 watts division. Let's see, let's make it, let's make it 1 volt division. Now see, it's actually half a volt, so it's got to go down, and it's actually got to go down 1 volt down there. 1 volt lower. This 1 volt lower. It's really even good gas, that's a pop, I do. A little pop. That's where it's got to be, and that's, you can't make automatic bias, I can't remember to do that. That's actually, I can't see what it is, but actually, I think we'll hit bigger. And it's actually going to be quite, so that's half volt to there, so it's actually a half volt there. So it's about 0.7 volts. So it's got to come down. That's half volt. It's got to down 0.7 volts. Okay, so it's got to go down 0.7 volts. And so that's too high. It's actually that resistor combination I calculated as well. So let's turn it on. Measure the resistor. We know what the voltage is. What is the voltage? Voltage at that point. I've measured it. Voltage at that point there. That's actually voltage. Voltage. Where's that voltage? That capacitor must be breaking down. You're on the right way. You can show it there. Just show that as well. That's the positive. That's actually high. First, that capacitor from well. So that's it's actually quite a lot higher. That's the biasing resistor. That's the positive side. That's the control. It's actually it is just below 1 volt. So it's got to come down a bit far. That's actually wrong. That connection was wrong. These capacitors are done up. And it's just the circuit was in the point of view. You understand this? There's too much. It is right. The value is right. That's just actually what? Response solution and complicated. Actually, it's actually quite a bit sorry about that. But really, that's actually the voltage. So the voltage is actually quite high. It's actually it's not 0.5. It's actually the point. It's one. It's going to come 1 volt down, 1 volt lower. 1.2 volts lower. 1.2 volts lower. That is, so it's going to go down 1.2 volts. 1.2 volts. I think the capacitor's leaking, just to break up. Okay, so that's right. That's supposed to go. That's right. So we go down now. So the resistor has got to be replaced with a higher one. On the other side, the other one. So to increase that resistance, it's just unplug it. So it's so 1.6. So the resistance is going to be increased. Let's see. I'm going to do a calculation now. It's very difficult. I find this very difficult. It's the issue is it's going to split up. So it's actually 1.2 volts, isn't it? 1.2 volts. I think I've got the wrong capacitor, resistor. 1.2 volts, and it's a 10k. It's 10k plus. And this is 1.6. So I've got 1.6 or 1.6, and so let's do that. That's all wrong. What's it? So what's the 1.6 there? Let's do a calculation again. You see, it's a 10 volt supply, and it's got is it 10 or 12 volt supply? It's 12 volt supply, 12 volt supply, and so you get a total resistance of 12k, and all these 12k, and I think you get 12k, not 12k, and that's the total resistance. So you've got 10k and 2k. That's 10k and 2k would actually bring it up a bit. I can't work it out. It's just sort of 10k and 2k. It's 12k. So it's 2 divided by 12 times. Okay, that's 1.6. That's 1.6. That's what it is now. 1.6. 1.6 volts is yours. What's that? 1.6. Let's see. 1.6. split the power. Let's turn this off because we don't need the power. So let's try to preserve the transistor. Device is too high. So it's actually going to be there. You're going to take this resistor up. Yep. So that's a full circuit. Should be brilliant. So it's actually, so that's 500 millivolts from division. So there's 500 millivolts for half a volt, 1 volt. And it's 1.2 volts too high. 1.2 volts too high. So I've got 0.6, I think it was 0.6 or 0.6. So I'll do this, I'm going to bring that no resistance down, the other resistance down. That was 10k there, so the other resistance is going to reduce. That's easier because we've got a parallel resistance in it. At the moment that was 1.6 like this, so it's going to go down. It's going to be down to, I think so it's going to go down. So this is 1.6, it's going to go down to 1 volt. It's going to go down to 1 volt. It's going to sit just there. It's actually 1.2, it's going to sit just there. So it's actually half a volt too high. So let's take that first again. I'll just take that first, just guess what I'm going to do. It's difficult to I can't think in mind. I used to do 4 minutes and I can't do it now. When the inevitable wanted that, we do 4 minutes, because they poisoned me, you see. I was not doing. Even though they were promoting me, they still think I didn't need my brain. Oh, book's wrong. It was probably going on for thousands of years, or even since the Norman scum came in. They enslaved people in there. Brain damaged people and stupid. And I don't think I was as stupid as I am now, but I was into it then, I seem to remember. I did like me doing it. But that was right. Once you do it under at work, you do this. It's simple. So 1.6 and that's sitting at let's see. Let's try and find that flash. So this is still use 10k plus the 1. Okay. I think I was thinking I was sure. Actually, 1.09. So bring us 1 volt charge. So if it's 1.2, 1.2k, 1.2k, then 2 comes up divided by actually 2. Actually, 1 is 1 that's 1 volt, so 1.2 bring out to 1 volt, which is still be too high, so it's going to go down. Let's see, I just sort of do this in my head. It's going to go down to another 1 volt. You see my struggling because of the brain damage. You see, if I were doing it, I don't think it would happen. So it's a bit for me. So I think we should give, I recommend the invasion of Britain and total destruction of this slave system. That's very difficult because the people who they control get in the way and they don't realise that they're actually hurting themselves. So I said that was 1.2. So it's going to go down. Let's make it 1. And then divide it. That's actually it's actually 9 divided by 11. Let's do that. 1 11 times 1.09, so left side along. It's actually just a bit tall. 1.6 is. So it's actually so 1.2 is good. 1.2. It's 1.2 divided by 2 is 3. 1.07. That's too large, so it's going to be, so it's 1.2, 1.4. There is a way of doing it, but not clever enough. So I did see it, but yeah, that's actually, again, so it is actually 1.4 volts. 1.4 volts. That's actually, that's right. It should be 1 versus it. It's actually going to be 1. It's actually only slightly higher, isn't it? Only slightly too high because the transistor turns on. This is 2.1.6, 1.2. It is actually 1.2. That's actually right. With my calculations, that's how it should be. So it's actually too high. Better bring it down a bit. And how much we bring it down? A very small amount. So if I put a pot in across that resistor, that will bring it down the right way. I might have one. I'll see if you have some pots. I'm going to throw them away, but and that would bring it down. It has to be a very high value, about 10k watt. A little miniature preset and bring it down to the right value. That would do. And it's actually good. I could actually put one of these 10k resistors across it to see what it comes down to. Let's see what 10k does to it. And you can see it on here. On this screen, bring it down just a little bit. I don't know how much that will. I've got to get the right resistor, haven't I? Which one is it? It's this one or this one here. So I'll just put that on there. Because it doesn't actually do anything. It's not burned up. Actually push it down a little bit. Actually, less than that. I have got some more resistors here. What's this one here? So I do collect resistors by, what's this? This probably not going to get down very much. I've got that resistors for this, so I can't really calculate it. I was never really good at it. Never really good at it. You know, I used to have 3 bar, but 5 bar was too many. It was too difficult. You have to hold it in your head. And when they damage your brain, you can't. They did it at the upper. I think they're afraid I might strike on the way. But I mean, they wanted to both believe, was it to sign the official secrets act? Because I didn't, they rang them actually. Whatever it was, they wanted to keep it secret, they did. That's how British secrets are kept. And unfortunately, that's how it is. And we can't do anything about that. That's 1.4. Okay, that's a very good one. It's going to be about that's the resistor. This resistor is a resistor for that. Laughing about it. This resistor's fine. Resistor on the floor. Well, that might be right. The floor is the best way. Things are wrong. But I can't read it, so I can't read something. I used to read it a bit, and that's 4K. See if that does. 4K. I mean, this is not randomised. They randomised me, but I've been attacked all the time for those. So that's about right. That's what it is. It's actually about right. Let's see that does. Some of that. So that's also survive some of that. I mean, people who psychiatrists don't know how complicated this is. And it's a sort of job, not for us, it's not a job for us, it's just a working class job. And they don't like workers doing complicated things and earning other money, because it's actually what's called contempt, which is anger, which is real, because we are angry with the aristocrats for being pigs. And I think that they were establishing themselves again in this country as the true rulers. And they're delusional fools, actually, but it's wrong, because the workers, the quite happens to work for them without all this brain damage. It's a bad idea. They're afraid of an insurrection, which is what they deserve. And by the time they realise what's happening, it's too late. Of course, it's already too late, because they brain damage so many people that there's nobody left. And that's whether they talk about troops and things, but basically, you know, they acted, put them right over the attack. I wasn't aware I was being attacked. So I was showing them over the front of the bottom. That's what I used it for, to oppress the population, and even the Labour Party got support with. And they're probably parts of it. The Labour Party's been taken over by the aristocrat anyway. And that's how they pay somebody, you know. And when they went to Scotland to reclaim it, the people who made the speeches were probably bribed by somebody in power, somebody very wealthy, and he got a bonus for it, obviously. So when he succeeds in stopping the Scots being free, because they're still slaves, you know, that's what made them. Yeah, one time they were equal, right now. And basically, I think they should reject that referendum vote. There's only a few, not very big votes. And I know a lot of people in Scotland do support the English rules, the way they do it, because they benefit from it. That's what it is. And the workers did not vote in the numbers they should have done to free themselves. I mean, probably they did say that, and the people's speeches said that, but they were restricted speeches, so it was just democracy. But I was silenced because I didn't want to take any interest. They stopped me from saying anything. Well, I don't know what they did when I was track class, but that's how it is. Stopped me from interfering with that, and I bashed on what they're interested, but I was interested in what the result would be. But they didn't escape, and they won't let people go. You know, the British Empire is very possessive. Only the man across the road believes nothing outside England. Everybody else is a slave. That's what he believes. Well, unfortunately, what he believes has become true. And even America's a slave of Britain. So, we've got a problem with our country, and with our country, but which is to that extent. I don't support this kindness they're bringing out. But, you know, if you've got a dangerous enemy, like Britain, being violent to people it's so talk about anybody who can live here and so on. And so somebody says, right, but you can't get anywhere. You don't like people running businesses or anything. You know, it's awful. I mean, if this thing's work, they probably throw it out because it resembles too closely machine Tesla. But I don't know what Tesla are. It might be identical copy, I don't know. They would have known. And they know it works. And they're lying. You see, that's what even Kim says he would rather. He supports aristocrats. I don't know why. He's really paid handsomely to attack people. And he's been doing it for years. And he's made himself rich by wrecking his lives with his own people, actually. He's a traitor. And I understand his head was found in the front garden. But I don't know, it's true. No, it's not. But he certainly deserves it. Traitor. Mr. Blair's a traitor. He's supposed to represent the workers in his own. And Wilfred Webb was saying he was our skep. He couldn't be out with me. He go around saying we want jobs. They don't want jobs, they want their freedom. You know, freedom to trade. They didn't want to so America was. America broke away and they wanted it back. Well, hopefully they won't let that happen. They nearly have to. When it's nearly let the British take over again. They want to. They're very clever. British arsenal. They can pretend to be wealthy and don't do anything else. And mostly that's how it is. And can't do anything about that. That's the signal. That's actually bigger. Interesting. And if I put the classical signal got bias in. If I put the bias of the power on, that should change. And that's That's how it should be. Let's just put the no signal. No signal. That's interesting, no signal. So my quiet on this. There's no signal now, the signal's disappeared. That's interesting. So it's not turned on now. That's now too low. That's too low. So the signal's now too low. Just shut it on. So if I cut that again, it should go on again. So the next thing to do is to cut it to see if it goes up again. I was being trained as an assistant to the pig, and the oil pig, but there's nothing to me other than him. It's digital, so that's not the reason. So the power's disappeared. So you look through the circuit to see where the power, where the signal's gone. And that's all. Really heal the broken solid job, which you can't leave it like that. If it's a brushed up, the brushed up is all right, but when you've got a real one, that's not allowed. And, when you design a circuit, you have to do this. But I've trained all these things, and he was training me. I don't know what he was training me for, but I would have something else. Perhaps I would have had a degree. And I would have been, I said I would be most as soon as I became chemistry, and I did get it, but they said that I didn't take my degree with me every day, my certificate, and they wanted the law said it produced within 15 minutes of being asked. We can't, well, it was 20 miles away, and 20 miles there and back, so I couldn't do it. And when I got back home, I was trapped by a person here who prevented me who must have known. And I was prevented from going up and going to and there's the signal. There's the signal there. It is there, there's a signal there. So that's the signal at the collector, the emitter, to the base to the power source. So that should be down. So what happens if I put the power and it could be, I think it is so so what's wrong? What's wrong? Anything to do. There's the signals. Come. So where's the signal? I've got obviously broken something doing this. It's not obvious what I've done. Let's see that. The signal is still there, so it's must be the power to the power to the transistor. It's still there. So where's it gone? Where's the power gone? Where's the power gone? So this does make sense. There are all sorts of places it could be. Could be that the circuit is wrong. So he's wrong, so it's not being hot. Let's see if we can current him. Let's see if there's the oscilloscope is misreading. All sorts of do when you do everything goes wrong. So it goes wrong with the put the transmission there. There's no current for this. Don't understand. So where's the voltage? See where the voltage is. Usually use a reset to go around. Let's just check this. No voltage. I think the oscilloscope is locked up. That's what happens. Oscilloscope is locked up. That's what's happened. This does happen. And the signal appears to still there. It's the last thing it saw. The digital oscilloscope is like that. It's not like a analog one which destroys it immediately. Let's just work it out. And let's just put it around. No signal. No signal. There's no signal. No. So the signal's disappeared. Let's see if it's the structure that with something. There's no signal on the output. Where's it gone? So let's see what it is. There's a signal on the vector. Why is it that's this is too low? That's half a volt. That's too low. That's too low. It's just 1.2 volts, so that's wrong. So that resistance come up. Still not working. And so there's a signal. Turns out that's just only valve. This the transistor in the valve. Things go wrong. Everything goes wrong with that. There's a fault finding it. So last time I thought it was a broken jump. The switch 40 switch or something. Let's put it there, just the motion there. So it says that my senior science used a Mesa. Using a switch set for everything. You know, they use a discover and code. That was years ago, and I haven't progressed since basically. I was shut out by the doctor basically. Anyway, I shot to sue me out. They accused me of some crime. They would get rid of me. That's all he did. I know it was. They said I raped somebody. Absolutely wasn't true. I know who did it. He's probably a doctor. His reputation was damaged by the fact that I wasn't there. So this is actually 12 volts there. What's that there? 12 volts. Do this. No. Yeah. 12 volts there. 12 volts there. 12 volts there. 12 volts there. There's no volts there. 0 volts there. 0 volts there. 0 was 12. The connector is at 0 volts. Let's make it up for a second. It's actually so do that over a second. Start conducting. There's 12 volts there. It's down there. through this wire to there. And that's the return. So that's about 12 watts as well. Just that watts as well. Can't be shorted out because that would be that's the transistor blown up. You see what I mean? That was this section. But that's not 0 volts, is it? It won't be that because it will be over circuit transistor, put the voltage up. See? There's no circuit there. It's stress reporting. Understand? It was a stress report. Still what's there? Still what's there? So it's this guy through. Go through there. Go through there. Still what's there? Come back. Now what's there? But you kind of lost all those rocks on the way. Maybe this circuit. This is as I was soldering irons. It's not secure, dangerous. It drops on a wire and works here. You keep your eyes open. I don't understand it. But, next thing you test for continuity. So do some of the test rays just do test for purity. And they do that all day. And they do just require intelligence for much. And that's how circuits have jobs shown. And they're actually reducing my ability to turn me into person just that. And that's now got 12 watts and what's that. There's no watts there at all. So, the colour has dropped, see, not bright that one. So that's a dead loss. Kick to watches is not applied. The transistor hadn't burned out. It was a dead short. It would be red hot. That's right. There's no current to it. See what the watch doing that. Good raise the current so see, when you're testing, you have to think that they take away thought, and that's what I want to do. Take away my thought, and so you can't think, you can't do anything because you're a paralysed person, and that's about it. That's really so that's amps, it's going to be 10 amps. No current at all. No current at all. And that's it. There's no current. Where's it gone? There's it. So, yeah. So either the transistor's blown up, which it might was so unlikely. So nice. It just got hot to get rid of. It wouldn't have blown up. Press, he knows how he spent time replacing the transistor. That's all right. The transistor goes through there, then it stops. It can't be open, so it's just wired open circuit. That's how that. I don't like intelligent people whose faces like mine, but they're poisoning me. The stuff they gave me, they keep giving me injections while I walk about to make me stupid. They're attacking me. I'm under terrible attack. Perhaps they think I'm doing insurrection. I'm not. And if I did, I'd try because they got me. But actually, British in the democracy, the people attacking me should join in. And perhaps the family of somebody's strong father is playing, they would attack me. I can't do like that. It's not my business. I could be dead. But they don't want this produced, I think, maybe. They want to see this as a circuit. No. It's open circuit. How can it be? Perhaps it's a wire. So gone. Interesting thing, but I couldn't blow that wire, it's too thick. Circuit. Good heavens. This wire is open, so how could it blown? How could it have done? This thick wire like that blown? It's impossible. It's really just a bad circuit. No contact. And, just a bad contact. That's interesting. So that's gone over. That wire wouldn't have blown, it's too thick. It's only a few amps. It wasn't that much, it's not enough to blow that. Oh dear. So what's going on? Everything's going on. So it's testing the leads. It's leads separately. So each lead. When you test it, you have to think logically. And if you can't do that, you can't do it. And you can do a series of routine. You know, when they do a test rate, a series of routine tests, they do it a table. That's open circuit. It was open circuit. That's interesting. This is what happens. It must have blown a wire. Cut it straight away. Good. Comes on. Blow the other one, see. That's what you do. You press the button. This is a bit wire. They're all right. So all those wires are right. So what's wrong with this? It must have been a bad contact, I think. I'll have to clean up those terminals. So just to times it. So you now have to clean the terminals. So if I put solder wire in it, I've got the wire left. I'll run out of wire. That's a wire now, streak of wire. Can't do that without money. I have to stop now. When you run out of money, you have to stop. Cost me out. Yeah, some people are very skilled at this very quickly. And I'm not. Some people see things through my brain damage. I can't see them. Well, old as well. Old men can't see do things that young people do. And young people do it much quicker. And a lot of people have their brains cut in such a way that squeeze out the response. But they're not as intelligent as they were, and they're not so wise. But the doctors can't see that. They always see the fast response. It's an atrocity. It's all wrong. And of course, you can't do about it once they've done it, but they should hang for it. They thought because I was sitting doing nothing, it was abnormal, but nothing else to do. And if I was the same thing, they would do the same. If I was put back in spring, but I'd just sit and do nothing. To them, that's all supposed to be, sat and do nothing. But what is there to do? You walk around the garden, can't talk to anybody, there's nothing to do that. But when I had Brian, I did actually talk on the computer. I didn't see that. They're observing people, watching them. Was a schizophrenia study? All rubbish. None of them were schizophrenia. No such thing. None of them had anything on them. Doctors are all nutters. They should all be hanged. Because the whole theory is wrong. The word schizophrenia is intelligence, what it does. And all they're doing is seeing how stupid we were. And if we're too intelligent, all this. That's the trouble. Psychiatry is false science. It's written by a man who murdered everybody. So I met him around here till we were there. He told me basically he wanted to rule the world. The last man left alive, everybody else is dead, everybody else is alive. That's what he wanted. And when he died, didn't live to see it. But they're still killing people. It's nonsense, the whole thing. And this is what I'm doing. It's basically spirits, I know sort of thing goes wrong, and so I apply it. But not true. This has to be a hot solder. I was really the firepower. You can't see in 3D. I see the brochures from this. Probably not really. Very hot. Try to get some on this. So it sits on the top. Doesn't wet the surface. Sorry, you have to wet the surface. Especially the surface on the soldering iron. It's got to be a double. I was trying to solder actually. I'm not really good at it. I've never done that one or something. But I actually designed the thing. I was actually doing that. I was designing making things. And they noticed I was doing that. And I think it was I was testing it directly, so I didn't have it on. And I was successful at first. But it went wrong. Well, the executive officers did do that. Because those jobs now done by outside workers. They call them scientific assistant scientists. It's not the same as this is there's only one grade now. It's scientist grade, and it's the assistant scientist. These are good scientific assistants, sort of saying, assistant scientists. So one grade adults. But they didn't like me in it. Because worker didn't like the office doing the jobs. They worried about it, getting in, finding out what's going on. I never did. I had no interest. They were trying to raise me. They didn't like me doing things. The criminals. And he goes right. These criminals down there, some of them around. I know what they're doing. And I'm dressed around when I go out by thugs, especially who. I know who they are. They're broken alive too. I've seen them broken alive. They're still attacking me. People in that criminals. I know who they are. I blame Christians for that, but many Christians are decent, I think, because they think you don't need a brain, you've got a soul. There was subclass of brain damage people as well, I believe it. There's science fiction stories like that. We think it's science fiction, but it's true, it's British like that. There's a lot of science fiction around brain damage people doing things, tripods, and the stories about people brain damage. And it's like that. It's like in that church, brain damage people doing things. And Margaret told me basically, they become good drivers from. So stupid. And because they don't understand what they're doing, they can be trusted with it. No, they have people who have a glass gold bars, the brain damage, so they're stupid, say that they're still the gold bar. Miserable. But people don't steal it. I don't understand. and I was ruined by psychiatrists. Psychiatry is what they've done for a long time, and they've made it very medicine. I did explain it to him. It's not really innocent at all. It's brain damage. He was slaved. It's said the rubber stick rather. Doesn't really sort of much. Doesn't really say we have to. These things are. I'm taking the coaching off. I'll cover this surrounded everywhere. They say I enjoy my work. I think the blood sugar's probably a good idea. I've got a little one. Most everything. Because this sorry eye just isn't up to it. Once you made it work for soldier, you can't solve it. That's got a little blood sugar or something. No, you've got. Let's just have a pinch there first. Go at it. Yeah. I'm not mad, so don't care, but you're never as good as when you let's see. The accelerator virus were poisoning me, and my hair went white, all sorts of things went wrong, and I won't recover because it's irreversible. I think it's an anger. What I do. I don't think the nurses know what they're doing. They probably think they're doing the wrong thing. Decided it's a secret set, so that's what they do. Other people. They certainly have to. I don't want to quit with you. I sort of damaged my brain when I was stupid enough. It was out of him. The doctor had said that. I know the doctor had said that. And, you know, he must be stupid enough to be allowed to mix with the general population. I don't know whether they thought I'm dangerous enough or not. I don't know whether I was. Hold on, hang. Maybe all this means intelligence in the working class. All these races, a consequence of the interference with the ignorance due to people. Yeah. Depression is because they won't let you do anything. If you're trained to do something you don't want to do, you get depressed. But if you're happy and want to do things, they train you to stop you doing it. That's what's going on. They're still doing it. And if they're clever, they try to hide it from you. And steal things surrounded by new ones. It's annoying. That's nutrition. You use that. You shouldn't be using that. And that's, everybody I've ever said that. Yeah. And the first time I've been coming to contact, I think I was kept by Kim Brown, who's probably led all this, knows all about what he's doing, and he's working for an ordinance. And I obviously joined this criminal gang, perhaps, but I can't, because I joined it under their terms. You don't want me to be intelligent, you've got to have that, be a slave. That's West, that's West. No, I've done anything. They accuse me of doing things to get me. No one got against me. I've really hated me for years. I've no idea why. I haven't done anything. I think that I know it was just done to somebody who wanted to work. And that's how normal to want to work. That's the right way. Yes, they. And they say paid slave. And they talk about selling paid slaves. That's what it is. And the paid slave, but not paid very much. They don't care, you know. They did so with players, but it comes to, they just take away your mind. And they're now technically very clever with the brain damage. And that's their technology, that's what we call it. Technology, brain damage. Actually, they haven't done that. And clearly, obviously, possible because the law says we can't. The law protects them, not us. So it does protect us a bit. But psychiatry is medicine. And they, it's not really medicine, it's slavery. It's all based on the ancient Roman Empire of slavery. And And in ancient Romans, if they wanted to punish a slave, they might cut a leg off for a foot off to stop it running away. The drugs I gave will stop running away, and they will kill me. It's a drug that makes me unable to ride out completely. Well, I know it's just running out completely, but I got run anywhere, got run off a bus. Well, that's what criminals do, it's not different. Sometimes they go and find a policeman. Not true. I rely on the police's friends. They accuse me of what I didn't do, so the police go around. But police are quite clever, and they can see what is completely innocent person. And what I put in there. Somebody died, and I don't know what happened, because it's too complicated. I don't know what happened in the background, and they didn't want me to marry this iron girl. Actually, I didn't find her attractive. She was very rich, but they're not rich people. And she probably wanted me as a pet anyway. So they contempt us for my life. Not contempt, well, we call it contempt. They contempt me for angry, but and they laugh at me, you're angry with us. Well, can't do much about it, but it's, I think this bloke, he took a doctor's divinity degree, became a priest, and he became a monster, attacking people, enslaving them, brainwashing them. And he thought he was doing his job, but I'd be reading him. But he's a skill. And hypnotism is the highest acquired skill. That makes somebody a slave. And Prince William told me the first thing you learned is how to make you slaves. Slaves were Britain, slavery. It's not just Britain, and I'm not happy. I think Prince William would be a very good leader, but it's not the same as slavery. It is. You would go to jobs, armies to get a career, they would get robots. Robots, I see, they have this in the what's it called? The church, the Baptist church. It's about enslaving, robotising people. But they don't really know what they're doing. But it's not nice. Baptists are not nice people. They say try us, we're nice, but they're not. And I was told that Scientology church, they train people so they have sex with each other. I briefly went there. Somebody said it was 10th, someone rather attractive woman dressed, fancy dressed, said that, I trained myself without sex with one of them. Sex is normal. That's sex is normal, but of course it's quite normal, but learning machines to train each other. If you have a machine that learns, two learns, they interact with each other. You can do experiments with learning machines, which we haven't had, and not yet, but they do actually learn to work together. Well, that's not the same as the dominant. You do like a dominant animal and a slave, but something learns to control the other. It's not nice, that's how it is. But a nation of equals they can't cope with. Can't cope with it. And of course it's all based on brain damage, slavery. Of course it's gone, what it was done to me is gone done now. You can't escape from it. They poisoned me as soon as I went out, so they poisoned me. I don't know, I was told lies. Somebody got rid of me. It's really Kim actually. He's a clever man and a very nasty man. And he knew about these things I didn't. And I hadn't hurt him, I hadn't done anything to him. He violently attacked me lots of times. And well, he's a bit younger than me anyway, and that's really his problem. I don't know if he wants to attack me. He hides behind things. And I don't know why he attacked me really at all, because I never insulted him or anything, but he didn't like me, so I said. And he just picked on people. And he does that to steal money, actually. He's doing it to get money from people. And he does lots of people in public figures. He sues them to get money from them. And he puts them in prison and stuff. There's the things they've done, but there's also things they haven't done. He trains people. And he's an evil man. And I think he's the Grand Master of the Freemasons, which do that sort of thing. But he's learning when actually he's good. And the people in the Freemasons do this useless legal means of attack. it says within the law, but it's not really, because in the law it's the intention. The intention is to steal money and hurt people and be dominant. That's crime. I think so. The law says you weigh letter of the law, but the spirit of the law is the intention. Really is awful. I wonder who they are. We think that places are. There's no real organisation. He's defective because he doesn't care about others. You know, the SS Hitler was saying the extra sympathy arch. And I don't know what to do. Beheading was the best thing to do, of course, because a deficient brain becomes dangerous. And most novels like that have a defect which makes them suffer. It's caused a psychopath. The idea you train somebody who doesn't know, doesn't respond to it, that's a psychopath. But mostly they are because they have slaves and they beat them up and eat people or something. That's what a psychopath is. And if somebody else does it, that wasn't so much psychopath. But they do, they go over it. And it's because. And you know, with the girls concerned, I don't give a look in. It is not because I have a scar, I don't like that. It's because I'm not sure why I do it, but that's I'm whispering at that. And I was young, I was successful, I was beaten down by a man. And they thought I was too intelligent and therefore dangerous to the instructors, possibly. You know, they can't accept that I could be useful to them, but useful as a part, and can't have that. No, I don't think that was right. I knew my heart was yeah. But I was told one thing. It was. I think. I can't either. I think I know what's like in France, but they also really have obedience and so on. Obedience is one thing, but you slaves are something different. They do dose-at me sometimes as a pet, because that's what they did to me. I think Kim disciplined me. He must have been paid by somebody. It took a long time, and that's what he did. He was doing a breakout. We can't. We was trained, and they all have slaves. They all attack me. You know, they think, you say they're all out to get me. Well, they are. You think they are? They are. They're not slaves. And they do eventually win. I mean, Vicky tried to break away was brain damage. That's what he did the same to me eventually. He tried to get me for years. He's a murderer, whoever's been found a murderer. And that's how he did with it. And the people around him supported him. And basically, that's the whole society is based on brain damaged people who were slaves. And I think that's what I sued them for, because that's under the International Law for Human Rights. So they got rid of it. They accused me of trials in order to make it invalid. That's why the original trial, we say, put me on by clever kings. Well, if a country like Britain is not respected, it's got reputation, respectable, democratic, just, it isn't. It's hell. It's all based on brain surgery and slavery. It looks right and peaceful. Underneath those people who walk in the streets, they're brain damaged. And very severely sometimes. And they don't realise it. One time they're revolutionaries, they're heroes, what do we get to them? They don't know. You don't know. I could be one, yes. It's a slave ship, hell. And I would like America and Europe to destroy Britain. Not just the system, and make a democracy in the place. Not killing everybody individually, but without making a difference, killing aristocrats. Unless you can all of them make a difference, they'll make people out of democracy. And because they're clever people, and they think they own the one, and they're cruel. That's cruelty. They don't realise it. And I was, as I say, the other day I was going down the road, and this young woman who said she was a teacher or something, and that's what she did, attack me. And of course, she got away with it. There's a medical research girls attached me there again. They work out, they have this aristocrat, this Sainsbury's was down in there. And he said, "Me arse cat, you worker." I'm sure he was arrested. The gun was a level. If ever we had a gun, that wouldn't happen. I think we should be issued with guns as a level. Because if we get killed, I probably be one of them. But it would level this operation. And that's what happens. In America, if someone's a bully, and the people got guns, that doesn't happen. They want to disarm them. This movement to disarm America is so the British can get in. That's it. So get your guns back. Don't lose your guns. It's all sorts of fuss. These murders in Mars are probably arranged by somebody who really wants to disarm people. So that's the indulgence. So the indulgence is so that somebody like Britain can go in and take over. That's difficult when they've got guns. So keep them. And as far as I know, most Americans have got guns, and don't use them very much. But gun crime Americans, let's talk about that with guns. It's a very high rate, but the people who better guns, guns. In this country, only aristocrats can carry guns. And the man just has got one. And he shoots people. He shoots people who come to my house. And I told the police he should be killed, but they didn't care. Because they know he's an aristocrat. Guns are fair to come by, but I'm not allowed to have one. And I don't think it's a good idea to buy a gun because they get me. Took me. When I started doing it, they want me to shoot the whole day and kill me. The people who do that are making money by selling delusions and performances and things. That's all they do is making money. I told the priest, told me I was thinking the other way on that. He's not a priest, he's not a Christian. We're going to talk with Christianity too, but that's not us. I'm sure I guess it. I laugh about it. And of course I had no chance of getting money really because believe it or not, I had the money to attack me. So they don't always have money, whatever it is. So whatever I don't get money. They allow me to have some, and basically they don't want me to have it, they say I'm a slave, an underling. The underling. Okay. Well, no, that's not very nice. And I don't like it. And that's what causes revolutions. And, well, I don't know who it was. It was actually Keith Fox who said, "You take what I give you." You know, people who make money themselves will make as much as they like. But if you're employed or if you're under control, and he's a criminal. The rest of the people in power, he's actually a senior member of the council or something. But he's criminal because he uses a position to take away people. And after he had asked it, as I got so years ago, and Miss Vader, but perhaps somebody did something to give me answer to stop me taking it, and I took it again later. But, I don't really understand it. They laugh at me. I don't really understand it at all. And I've got a slight scar on my face, but that might be the reason. But that's because I was healthy as a young person, and they scarred me. That's because I said things. I said basically the priest was telling lies. I said, and he knew he was. And he's probably believed it himself. I don't know. I think that I'm going to die. I won't accept instance. I will. That doesn't prove that killing me will make you immortal. They know that. So it's irrational to kill me. My mother was brain damaged. I wasn't sure what she was talking about. I didn't really pay attention. But she was talking about something, and of course she was too weak to defend herself. And then they mashed her brain with a knife. A big black man who was strong would mash her brain. No, it's not because he was black, it's because he was right wing. And our mother did have racial prejudice, but she was an old lady, and so she stood no chance. Bully. And the deaf fellows my arm was a bully. I was bullied at work, of course, and so that's the reason it's not going back. Good bullying. And now Crusso's a bully. Bully with a knife. He's got high, says it high ideals, not really about slavery. Some people think slavery is quite normal. Down the knife across the road. And I told the police about it many times. They don't do it now. They go to see him, but he just talks his way out of it. They don't understand it. fortunately, they came to see me the other day. I think Kim had labelled me as a murderer or something, as a registered murder somewhere, a place I'd never been to. And they came to see me and pretty obviously was named Germany. And I, you know, there's always been a trial going, and I was unaware of it. And what else going on? These things have nothing to do with me. The High Courts have nothing to do with me. And as far as I'm concerned, it's a different planet. The Normans live in a different world. It's all logic. The logic, so I used to be logical, and I was keen on triangles, you know, truths and triangles. And I can understand it because I was quite young. I don't know. But, so it is. They treated me for unfairly triangles. They thought triangles were abnormal. No, it was a dream time. You know, they talk about your speed or reflexes. You know, the young man is his reflexes, how quick you hit with them. Well, like that. And most people aren't really. I was trying to learn mathematics, and I was quite keen on it, though. Eventually, it was struggling. Don't want intelligence. They say intelligence is not a problem. You know, it's numinous, and that's what they say. It isn't, because there should be no working class and no distinguishing between different occupations. This idea of class is crime. It's a crime to have class. And Britain's is a caste system, and like India, the Indians are trained off, the British are trained off as well. I know the lawyers, which unfortunately said they will, and I said, well, it's their skirt for London. Actually, you're an attractive woman, but doesn't seem to be any more different from any other attractive woman. There's workers are just as attractive, but so much of just intelligent, but they have the tools, these tools they have, and they get in a position of power. And that's all well very good across the family. Apparently, I could get into the bank, but it was so much over there. It wouldn't buy me income, that's what it's said. You know, people in fact, I hate them, criminals, slavery, can't have that, can't have freedom, can't have freedom. I think the citizens have become a good idea. People would be free then. Because we all really work for us, but they wouldn't be able to do things they wanted to. Interesting. And thanks to Carol Lucas, who's got proposals for this, I think is a woman at the start of it. But she got shot either by a Queen or the Prime Minister or something like that, because for various reasons she wanted to get rid of the aristocracy of the royal family, which is one reason why she did, and other people the same. And she wanted to get away with petrol, that's all. And everybody income, the rich people's income is affected by petrol. And this machine, if it works, which it won't because I can't make it work, would remove the need for petrol. That's, I mean, I'm not saying, I'm not going to admit it works, because if I do, attack me. If I produce a working machine, I'll be attacked. It wouldn't last 5 minutes. I know that. But I'm pointing other people in the direction because I know they do work. And it's been used since the war, since it was used during the war, before the war. And the war was partly fought out, people deluded into thinking they don't work, because he didn't understand them. I mean, I've also seen it. So far, I hadn't produced any power, which I must admit. Can't put it right yet. And I can't guarantee this one will, but I noticed some interesting things have been happening. But, you know, but I'm not quite sure why, because it's difficult to understand. But, if it did work, it wouldn't know, because the air would try and run out. So it's a tear in the air as well, because there's not much of that. Very small quantity. And so natural abundances of that. I mean, it's a mission to produce power for it. And they don't want it. They don't want it. There's no money in it for them. And as I can't do it, it's a trouble. They don't want it because it would do away with petrol. And that was the case in Tesla's time as well. And Hitler's time. They murdered them. And these people fought like wild things. Tell them they were strong. And I was hungry and poisoned as well. Same thing, heart attack. Oh, why? Maybe they didn't. I think they probably supported the man I killed you there. Well, he was murdering Christians and Jews and things, that's why. He was a murderer. He probably wiped out the whole of Hungary, you know. Well, they're still killing people. Hopefully, if Egypt still exists, to back in Hungary in her own house, and because the house is property, she'll go out. Well, I'm not considering more money because we've separated. She's not there. She's her own man. That's my job, and it's done. It's done. Now we're eating. I don't know if we've done to her. She wanted to come here, but we'll see. Maybe somebody had sex with her that broke the spell I had, which is always happens. So we go in. I mean, as soon as he did that, she go in. She only wanted sex and she wanted to come to me for it. And that's what it was. Can't do it anymore. So I've just lost her, but that's probably the doctors wanted me to separate. And well, she was a murderer. She's lost her. And it sounds like this was not true. She was real. She's not now. I still got the phone. The phone at the end still rings. It's not. There's no reply. Same as Brian. It's putting my phone. There's no phone. The phone rings. It appears all my friends have died. Silent keys, shall we say? So that's what happens in war. I declared war on the Britain, which is not a good idea. But they let me play for a while. The Queen plays for us before he eats them. And they want me to take my surrender. What's the terms? After the terms, because I've got my power. And I would like to see a democracy, but they don't want it. They want the free society like America. Don't want that either. Most people do. America's a great country. Britain isn't. The people come here think they make money. Some people do make money. But, you know, if they always put me in Dragon's Den, which is where they judge invention, which is not an invention, it's just, it's recreation of something I read about. And of course it's that different than what I did then. And I read about it, you see. And the information was not there, so I had to do research how it might work. And when I went to the Beerberg Museum, they had some idea there. And because they had no idea of mine. And serves are mystics now, not just not like us. So we didn't get anywhere. And the elector engineer I met, who I know in contact, she won't talk to me, is I think she's allowed to because of Serbian security, but she is on LinkedIn. I can send her messages, but he doesn't reply. See, I don't think she's not one of my contacts, but she doesn't reply, which is not surprising. But a very good lecturer. I can't remember what language she spoke. English, I suppose. English and Serbian. We did a lecture in Serbian first and in English. And so it is. In Europe, people speak multiple languages. So they already speak everybody else's language. But this country, everybody's forced to speak English. If they come from the country, they train them so they can't speak language. Because you don't learn English over here. But even in Britain, it's like the Buddhists look at that time, maybe the Buddhists. And they did export their society, and they want to do that. export this slavery, which is stable. It is a stable ground, but it means destruction of the mind and the person just. The solicitor told me the toll I was giving was destroying my mind. I didn't know. Did he? If I were allowed to leave the hospital, I'd just stop taking it. So I need to just keep taking it. Avoiding it. That's what it's saying. And I don't know why, because I said I'd changed him to job, get rid of him. But I want other people to help me. Because I don't think that being a slave. No one likes being a slave. And the most of the people who have damage already done, they can't fight that. And because I go in the same way, but I'll see it myself. And I've heard people talking in the street and saying, well, this is wrong, but because they're stupid like drugs. So, I mean, I thought it was the same thing, it's stupid, and even when I was at university, he didn't like me. I thought, it was a worker. I said I was a communist, which is probably not a good idea. It's called professional suicide. I would like to be successful in that way, but I still think in those terms. I mean, the people I've met who are teachers, which I wasn't there, whatever it was, are very, regard everybody else as very inferior. And laugh at them, some of the people who are sick with brain damage or just like that, laugh at them. And you get all sorts of schools there. We had one child who was, I think she was deformed very much. She had a very small head. And she probably had a small brain as well, intelligent, quite a lot of things. Well, one was a man who, but she's not stupid, she's how I rector, so. And she was actually quite successful in what she did. All sorts of things. Schools, she all relationships, my brother's aunt, my brother's wife, my mother's my father, all sorts of things. And I really never did understand their relationships. Because I was had children talking, don't care about them talking. And because I never met that, because I know why I was so protected from it. But I told the family back in Australia, and the people, my family, do not like it because it means they're rotten up, and they're trying to make up an appearance and be respectable. In fact, my cousin appears to be going around killing relatives and taking their money. And so with the option. I'm one of their victims. I've been told the house has been blown out, but it's been done. Hopefully it has been, but it's right, so it was, last time I saw it, it was a good position. I've been processing it. And of course, I've already moved away anyway. So, prison, it's quite nice. Our prison's quite nice prison, really, quite comfortable. But step outside. When people come in here, I can give you, America has been coming for years. I could chase it off, but that wouldn't stop me coming in because he would pick it, and even if he couldn't, he'd get my key. He insists on having one because the church wardens, the street wardens have keys for all the houses, and he says, well, the idea is so we can look after you if you're ill. I'll come do something. Well, that's not the reason. That's not control here. I do have to leave the keys for neighbours to gang with him, and that's voluntary. It's reasonable. But, when I've actually got the bolster on the door, which is difficult to open from the outside. It's the first side of it is difficult, but it's not going to kill it. When the police came last night, it took me about 10 minutes to find the keys, which is pretty bad. I hope they didn't, well, they may have broken. I didn't know they'd come to arrest me. I thought they told me about the knifing I was reporting. And she was amazed when I said. When she came in, I said, have you gone with that knifing? Well, I've been knifed on there. They came to arrest me about the murder of Trinidad. I didn't know that. I just sussed it out. And eventually I realised I was a bit too frail and decrepit to do such a thing. And basically I never have done anything. They accused me of another murder, and that's what they are. They accused me of things which maybe things I know about. I And I know who did the one thing like that, but they don't like it. I mean, Kim thinks he's a sleuth, but he actually is paid by somebody else to get rid of him. And he makes money himself. And a lot of he's been to American church in America, most of our money together being sponsored, and he's learned how to attack people who aren't Christians. Yeah, I know some other Christians raise rather than money. But I think I'm very good church. I used to listen to the group actually. And I did talk to him about it, but it's very pleasant to listen to it. Well, I see things I remember listening on friends about David. So who's David? There's only a story about David Goliath, but there's other stories. David was actually selected because he was a wise judge. That's the reason. He said, my Bible was there, and with it down. But you read it, the story is different what you read, what you actually watch. The one I had was very accurate, very good. But they said speaking was wrong, they scrapped it. Because it was too accurate, people understood it. It was written in plain English. But that was removed. And I think it's still there. And the church still have it. And because they've written their own now. Churches have their own Bibles. So you never know what's true. And the Jehovah's Witnesses have a Bible which is written for them, and it's not accurate at all. So it's some of the elements of other Bibles. When you change a little bit of the Bible, some Bibles will say, is it? I found the Jehovah's Witness is based on hypnotism, which is pretty well known, and conditional reflex trading, so was everything else. And the message they teach is pleasant, makes people happy, too good to be true. It's not. I think there are words of the Bible that might support it, but it isn't really. The people who wrote the Bible know the message, basically. And mystics, and soldiers, mystics. That's actually you get a lot of books nowadays, but fixed mystics, they don't get put anywhere. But, I mean, the people who live in those times didn't really know what the world was called by, and what stars were. Well, most people don't know what stars are now, and most people know what weather is called by. I've done a training course, and not everybody's done it because of old man, so I passed it. But I tried to buy some to my adoptive daughter in Kosovo. Well, she is now in Springfield, they're trying to take her away. I'm told she's now teaching it to her children, whatever it was. And well, she did come here, and because she wanted to go back to Springfield, don't go there because they've already killed her. And well, we might not have done, but she was happily living with me, and they took her away. They didn't want me to contaminate her. I've been teaching for years, and they wanted to give her a Christian education. She got very confused because she's been brought up as a Muslim. It's not right to force Christianity down a Muslim straight, is it? And she's educated at the mosque. And I did about best to educate her because I didn't know much about Islam. But she was very rich with group for them. This time I went to Durham University, learned it there, but my knowledge is limited. And well, she knows much more than me. What's going on? God, once she got so far, I sent her to the mosque to learn to be with the women of the mosque to learn to talk. And I don't know how to talk with them, I don't know how it's organised. It's too dangerous for me to go, it's a bit too far for me to walk, and the prayer meetings are very stressful. I did go to one, and I had to sit in the shelter, which is at the back for old people, disabled people, and listen. And I can't remember much about it, actually. I will say. I find listening to lectures very difficult to go to sleep in the afterwards. Because I've already been drugged by a Christian in my head, that's what it was. Chris is very nasty. Don't want to get involved with this. They think I'm a strategist, I'm not. I'm a brain damaged person. Just an old man. Yeah. You know this war is Iraq and these troubles we're having. But it's just that Britain is not causing trouble really, but the victims, and And he's right about ISIS being a danger to everybody. I don't know how far they intend to go, but Islam, the Islamic State, runs across the whole of Europe. They don't want that. And I think the story of the conquest of Islam of the West was started off very warlike, terrible murders and so on, but eventually people became peaceful. People trade right across the nation. These checks, or called something else, which could be exchanged around their nation. And you're on base. Even now, the Muslims regard Islam as one nation. And so the ISIS is just a terrorist group. Well, I'm not quite sure, but they may have ideas as well. And the fighting is, when they establish a civilization, which fighting, well, what they do is very excessive. And Britain does their executions in private. They do their executions in public, which is wrong. And where executions do take place in Britain, and these great gas chambers, they're death camps. Well, there's death camps all over Europe. That's what I was in one in Hungary, and they're death camps. And you just go and die. And the gas chambers as well. A friend of mine I met said she escaped from the gas chamber near Donetsk, near Donetsk, and Russia for Russians, what is speaking. That's what's happening in the Ukraine, so we should support it. The Nazis have come back. The Russians got the Nazis down, because they have similar ideas as a separation. The Russians did look after sick people, for example, but the communists did. But the Nazis killed them, and it's killed weak. I mean, some American philosophers think the same. Weak should be killed, and I was told that by Joseph Dostoevsky as a Jew. He said Hayek said we should kill the weak, but he found the weak weren't weak actually. That Hitler found. Hitler's gas chambers ended up full of Hitler supporters. The Nazis were in them. And as far as I understand now, of course, I think we were communists in gas chambers, and the Nazis always did that. And it's not very nice. So, the Russians used to about war peace as a pun, but it happened. They made the mistake of attacking a stronger enemy, and of course they all professed to stop them. We got in danger ourselves. When you're large and threatened, you do. And Britain has, as far as, so I was told that Britain has 3 tornadoes, big deal kind of one of those. There's 300 big ones. 3 tornadoes is nothing like enough to fight a war. And they're quite efficient aircraft, and one of these, but 3,000 or more like it. And I don't know, there's some numbers on. But even in order to make an impression, I really like ISIS, you've got to have an army 3 times the size and 3 times as well armed. That's the only way to beat them, and without too many casualties. That's what the war is to do with the killing number. In America, when they took over, didn't have enough men. So what's that now? And it's ruined America, that was ruined America. They seem quite wealthy. And if we start fighting the Islamists, we're worse off. It's not a bad idea. And it's to see one of the rules for war is don't attack a stronger enemy. Some people do. It's good to be strong yourself. Can't think they run the Air Force down on 3 tornadoes. I think at one time we had 3 lightning supporters. And that happened to the Labour Party, Three lightnings were very lightnings. Tornadoes are very, very expensive. Can't afford them. If they had a European army, that would be better. It's all you used to have to get over. If we had a European army, well, the British would have that. Be independent. Can't be the same. And the UK would go around preaching independence to break up Europe. That's what they're trying to do. To make it weak, the old Austrian ideas of either rule, what they do. In fact, in many ways, it's a democracy, as I'm allowed to say this, and broadcasting. Because if I didn't say where I was, I might become a terrorist. I can't do anything. We're just trying after war. They come in and see if we're weapons. they say if I got to a bomb ready, I'm building a bomb. The transfuser is not a bomb, they don't explode. But, you can make bombs out of these colours. Tesla bombs, and you can make a Tesla bomb which is just such a way right random. And they don't cost only about £5. That's how easy it is really be designing it. I don't think the Muslims took it up. They don't understand it, but some of them do. The people I spoke to did, but some of them do. And I used to put the mosque in my maid, it's not them, because they're interested. That was it. When I talk myself, when I have somebody to talk to, they can't follow it. And also, when people talk to me, because they talk to me and they keep changing the subject, I can't follow them. I used to talk, or I listen, and then give a reply. And they didn't like it, it was abnormal. So what they did is, immediately so I can't pay attention quite the same, I can't actually not take part in conversation at all. Because I have this problem with memory, which is telling you backtracking, and the doctor did do it with it, which made me unable to go on conversation with them. So when somebody talks to me, I can't reply, because it takes a long time to work out what to say. When I talk to them, they can't remember else. I don't know why. And this is today. It's making faster. When they did that, I went really mad. Because I'm not here. When I speak, I listen, and as soon as it goes up to the machine, it comes back in, and I speak. And that's true over here. I do. My project says there's a limited program in it. It's really limited. Can't pay for it, but that's what happens. And time not here. I don't know how much of me is here. Used to be one time, it was mashed up my brain out, so I can't go. But I had to move my brain out of my head somewhere else. Too dangerous over here. Not many people have a choice of retractable brain. I'm really focused on this unprecedented. Jeff Venables was gloating on the possible redemption of my brain happily together. So you do the same songs. Obey every order, we every battle. That's what a son they was. That's what I do with still there. What it is. That's what I saw them never get moved there. He didn't care about people at all. He just a sit there. A bully. Big man, a bully. And a strong man, very steely was, but just a bully. He told me he shot him once and he survived. But when they found out all the stops to make him survive, why? Really like that, don't worry. Maybe it's not that fast. They do see what people are. They just say, right.